Alright, it's day 1191 or 3.26 years since my Growing Giant Bangkok Guava series began. And the two on the right are from my guava cutting. The left one is from a store. So of course the store-bought one is bigger, but I'm going to do a taste test and you'll get to see some rare footage of me in person narrating, not just narrating over clips as I normally do. So yeah, I just wanted to show you what these all look like. So these are actually quite similar. The one on the right is the largest one out of 6 from this harvest, and it's quite spectacular in size actually. I mean, it's not as big, but it's almost there. So that really makes me think the third harvest, which may be later this year or next year, will have some truly giant guavas, and hopefully they'll taste a lot better as well. So I'm using a fruit peeler here. I'm just going to fast forward through all of this. There are some blemishes in these homegrown fruits, and I haven't seen the plant itself for quite a while, so I don't know what it looks like now, but to bear fruit this big, the stems must be pretty robust at this point. They can't be flimsy like what I last showed you. So I'm imagining maybe the leaves are smaller but healthier. They're more productive because they're getting full sun in that backyard. Granted, there is a wall behind the cutting and all the other plants, so the sunlight is not truly full sun. It's a little bit more limited than true full sun, but then again, maybe in the jungles of, say, Thailand or whatever, where you have a lot of these trees growing naturally or being cultivated, you're not going to have full sun anyway because of the forest or jungle canopy. So maybe this is getting maybe more sun than it would otherwise get in the wild. So peeling all these is pretty easy. It's something that's not messy. It's not like peeling a mango. If I peeled a mango like this, it would make a huge mess, and the juice from mango sinks even, so it can stain white porcelain. It's a very powerful stainer. This is the complete opposite. It's not juicy, it's not messy. I just took a bite out of that big one. And I started doing a taste test on my own before narrating this directly. But this is something that you could just peel on your counter or anywhere really and not care about. It's not sloppy. And yeah, I'll let you know my thoughts in a minute. But for the time being, it's quite an interesting fruit. I haven't had this for a really, really long time. And it's definitely different from the sweeter ones that they used to make juice here in Central America. And these are the seeds. So there's a lot of them inside. And basically I could start a new series, but I won't because I've already got this cutting going. Hey there, and welcome to my new home. I just moved into a bigger place a few months ago, and here are the results of my guava series. I thought I would never do an update again, but my friend just showed up out of the blue one day with these new fruits that are way bigger than what I had in the past in that first crop after I transplanted this into my friend's yard. It recovered in a few months, and within a year it bore some fruit, but they were really small, like that big. So I thought maybe they were just the Central American types of guavas, the ones that are pink in the center that are used to make juice. But it lived up to its namesake, and these are giant Bangkok guavas. This is the supermarket version, and of course it's much bigger than this medium-sized fruit that I just showed you, but it tastes well, let me try it again. It's big and tasteless. It has no sugar. It's not sour or anything. It's really just like eating cardboard. I'll try the small one. This one's unripe. I think it's just it needed a few more weeks to be picked. Or at least a few more days. It's kind of sour. So this is the medium-sized one, the biggest one out of this recent crop, and it's by far the best. It's mildly sweet. It's got some interesting flavors. Maybe a tiny hint of sourness, although it's mostly gone. So this is far superior in taste compared to this really big store-bought one. And I'm sure within a year, that guava cutting will produce in year 4 like much bigger fruits than even this, and they'll be much better as well. So that just goes to show that store-bought fruits are often, maybe this was not picked ripe and they're ripened in stores using chemical means according to the schedule of convenience for the grocery store or whatever the wholesaler is. So yeah, you're never going to get the taste that you get with homegrown fruits with store-bought ones, that's for sure. So everything the other YouTubers say and people with more experience than me say is basically true. So if you grow your own fruits, you have that big bonus basically in terms of taste, and you can eat them on your own schedule. So you get a free crop every year, or maybe several a year. So yeah, maybe I'll have some updates in the future, but this just goes to show the importance of growing plants in real dirt in the ground outside in full sun versus in containers and in potting mix, having full shade or partial sun or whatever. I mean, you're basically fighting an uphill battle and your plants will really struggle, and my plants sure did. But I got the biggest Bangkok guava leaves in the world, and so big to the point where the branches basically drooped over and the plant couldn't support itself on its own. And then after I transplanted it in my friend's backyard in August, basically 2 years ago, it burned to a crisp, but he pruned it and it recovered pretty well. I don't know how big the leaves are now or how thick the stems are, but it must be pretty impressive to support a fruit that size. So yeah, I can't wait for updates. Yeah, I'll ask him every once in a while how that thing is doing, and I'll keep you updated if there's exciting new developments or a new bumper crop. All right, thanks for watching this update and sticking with my channel for all these years. Yeah, thanks, and stay tuned for other series, hopefully some new series soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.